Alright guys, so today is the second video that I'm creating. So it's been 3 days since my last video, I believe. But just to recap, I traded Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today is Thursday, which I just finished trading like 1 hour ago. And I stayed cash on all these days. I didn't enter any trade because there was no entry trigger that matched my criteria. Therefore, I stayed cash, and it's all fine. I stay patient and I try and stay controlled. So basically, this was Thursday. I finished trading at 12 p.m. and there was news at 10 a.m. today, so I didn't trade until 10:10 because that's what I like to trade. Because normally the medium to high impact news gets released at 10 a.m. So I just like to trade 10 minutes after that. So there was no trade, and then I began my trading over here at 10:10, and there was no resistance, honestly. There was a resistance on SPY, but it wasn't valid. I mean, there was like a high. This is what I mean. So this might seem like a resistance, but for me, how a resistance is valid for my criteria is it has to go down 3 bars. So if this went down 3 bars, I mean 2 more bars, so 1 bar down, two, three, and then the top would be considered a valid resistance for my criteria. But this was at the end of the day on the 20th of February. Wow, that was long ago. So there was this I didn't consider it to be a resistance. And then after that, the next resistance was all the way on top, and there was just no entries as you can see. And QQQ is another stock I trade. This also didn't really have any entry criteria that matched because I mean, here, as you can see, this would be considered a resistance, and it did reject 10 cents below this candle, which is part of my criteria again. But the thing is, remember that there was still news at 10 a.m., so I didn't trade this, and my trading actually started at around 10:10, which is here. And then from there, the QQQ is at all-time highs. So all-time highs is when I've noticed that my trading starts to get a little less frequent. So there was no trades because there was no resistance that I was looking a reversal off of, and there was no supply zones at all-time highs, you know. So that's all for Thursday. And then moving on to Wednesday, there was again, let me just recheck. Was Wednesday all-time high? I believe so. So Wednesday was also an all-time high. There was really no trades here because there's no supply or demand zones anywhere to be found whenever it's at all-time highs. Yep. And it was the same for SPY. SPY yesterday, I created this zone after the day of SPY ended yesterday, but there was really no, like my criteria just didn't match. And it was the same for Tuesday when it gapped up. Tuesday actually, there was news again because you can see here it did go off a supply zone, but there was news again at 10 a.m. So I just started trading at 10:10, and it was the same for QQQ, and yeah, and then on Monday was the one that I went over with you guys, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Anyways, guys, just to recap everything again real quick, it's been 4 days. I've taken no trades, but it's all good. I'm gonna stay patient and I'm just gonna trade my criteria. There's a reason that I named myself Sean the Sniper on this channel. It's because I don't take many shots, but when I do, then the win rate is a little bit higher than, let's say, someone taking a lot of trades. So 4 days gone by, no trades, it's fine. I'm totally okay with it. I can go another 4 days with no trades. I'm in no rush. And that's all. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye bye.